If no question, then I will start, continue from where we left yesterday. We were looking into this scrapping. Okay, so we got till yesterday, guys. There were a few challenges which I told you guys can think about how to resolve it. One was I wanted you to write an XPath for this skill set to capture all the skill set, because till now we were only recording the title, name of the company, number of years of experience, and the location. And this, but the skill set now, like Spark SQL Data Engineer Azure, this we were not able to capture. So I wanted you guys to work on this. This was one assignment, and the other was we have to convert the data object in this format, because yesterday we saw it was giving us in some other format, right? It was having seconds, microsecond, hours also, but that we did not want it to do. And then we were when we are combining the list, I wanted to sort it as per the date. Okay. And this was the last one. Okay. So anyone tried these, or like I can tell you, I can talk about this now. Anyone wants to help on this, or has anyone tried this?
I didn't try actually.
Okay, no issues, guys. We'll see it. We'll see it today only. So, so first, let's see the date time we were getting in some hours and that format. Let's try to remove that. How we can do that? If we see the parent date time, for example, this parent date time, I have imported it. Then we do a dir of this date time. So these are the modules: max year, min year. We have some module called date time. Also, we saw there's another date time inside date time. Then we have something only called date. Okay. So if we use only date from here, like we can say it like this, we have done import date time, right? So date time dot date and dot what else we have today. Okay. So this will give us a date only in this format: year, month, and day. Okay. So instead of using DateTime dot DateTime, we can use DateTime dot date dot today to get it in that format what we need. Okay. So here we are using like from DateTime import DateTime, and there was another parent called DT only. Okay. So we will use DT dot date dot today. Okay. So if we do this, we are going to get today's date, and then other things are same. Okay. So let me save this in today's file. Save as day 19. Oh, we have come to day 19, guys. We have only few classes left. Day 18. Okay. Let's save it inside this. Run this. So this is going to fail. See the reason why it is failing here. Did not fail. Strange. Fine. So guys, now we are getting in this format only date. Okay, like the title, the name of the organization, experience, the location, and this date in this format. Each record is in this way. Okay. Now
so what we modify here? The date element.
I just modified this today. What we were doing now, this we were using DateTime dot DateTime dot today. Instead of DateTime, I used this date. module. Okay.
So this will give me the date, no timestamp.
No timestamp. This will only give me the date. Okay. Oh, I got it. That's why it is failing. So, okay, guys. So we got the desired thing, and one thing which I wanted to highlight. Fine, no issues. Now let's try to write these records in a CSV file. Okay, I want to write all these records in a CSV file. So let's create a new file. And I want to write this in a CSV file. So we can call this. Suppose I am saving it in some other day. Okay, I'm saving it in day 18. And I'm trying to use it in from another folder. There was one question from who was that? From Rakesh, I think he's Rajesh or Rakesh is not joining these days. That when we are importing, right? We were importing from the same folder, but there was a question that if our file is in a different folder, how can we import it? Okay, so here you guys, if you see, I am writing this module in day 18 folder, and we will be calling it in this scrapping, which is in day 19. Okay, we'll see how we can use it. So let's import the CSV for the CSV module. Let's create a function here. Oh, what is the function? Just mention 2 CSV. And it should get an input, like we are combining this entire thing into a where is it, in a list with each record as tuples. Okay, so we'll get an input as list of records. Okay, this will be the function, and I need to convert this list of records into a CSV file. Okay, also we can pass the name of the file that we want to create. These two things, I can pass it from that function. And here, how can we write that? Let's create a file, open a file. Okay, let's get the mode as write mode, and give the new line as, if you don't give this new line space, what will happen, guys? You remember from the previous classes? If you don't give this,
that acts as a delimiter, right?
delimiter, no.
Open.
Okay.
It will remove the blank space after one line.
Yes, because if you don't give this, after each record, there will be one, one blank space. So this will make sure that there's no blank space. We'll see it. We'll run it and see without using this also. Okay. So I want to create this guy. So what do we do? CSV is there, right? CSV dot writer. You have to pass this file object. You have to create a writer here. Okay, and let's have, we can do it in one liner. Writer dot, I think we have some method called write lines, and we can pass the what do you call, list of records. Okay, very simple, guys. So let's save this, and let's go back to our main file. From here we need to call that. First we need to import it. Okay, let's import this. What is the name? Write CSV. Okay, and here we are getting a combined list which we are printing. Okay, So in this only, we'll call that write CSV and the method name that we have defined there. To CSV, right? Yes, to CSV. And the list, this is the combined list. And we need to pass the file name. So let me call it as Naukri data dot CSV. Okay, this is the file name. If you save this, so it will call this method, list of records, file name, everything seems to be fine. Okay, so let me run this again. You will see what is the error we are getting.
Have we imported?
Yes, we have given an import that module name. So it is telling me underscore CV has no attributable right lines, but strange. Are we not saving it in a different day than how it is? Why it is not giving an error? Because right CSV, it is not supposed to identify. But where is this file save as? Okay. See, because in day, there is some confusion. Okay, let me call it day 19.
Why?
Because let me see whether this is giving an error or not. Then I will tell you why. Okay. Oh, it should give me error at the beginning. Strange. Should not happen. Anyways, I just changed it because in day 18 also we have a file, same file named day scrapping. Okay, so I thought it is picking from there. But still it is really strange because right CSV, where is this file I have created? Is this in day 19 or day 18? It is in day 18, but still we are not getting that error. Generally, we should get an error when we are trying to call a file from a different folder.
Better you create that file in this folder, right? Subfolder you create it here, right?
That I can do, but let's see. Okay, this Naukri data is created, but it is empty because. Okay, I will tell you guys about that. Let's forget about that import, but let's concentrate on that CSV now. I will tell you that problem later. Let's see this here. So right now we are getting an error that this there is no such method called write lines. Okay, so let's go back to this. What are the options we have here? CSV dot writer.
Why you put the variable as a writer?
We can give any variable. We can give a WR also. Let's see.
Yeah, because confusing. Yep. WR, so we get all the WR.
I'm not getting the suggestion to for this. The suggestion.
Now we need to write the list of record, right?
Yes, just a moment. This is not suggesting me anything. I don't know why. Okay, no problem, guys. What is that method name? Anyone remembers? Let me go back to the class where we studied about CSV writing. This is the file. Okay, it's not lines, it's rows. Okay, it should be right rows, guys. If you see. Okay, we are taking this and it will be right rows. I was writing right lines, but it is not giving me the suggestion. It should give me suggestion. What are the options? Anyways. So if you like to write rows and the list name here, it is list of records. Okay. Now let's run this again. Now, if we go to our folder, Day19, see this, guys. So we have the title, we have the company name, we have experience, we have location, and we have dates. Okay.
Can you go to the output window, right? Because in the list we are getting the nested tuple, right?
Yes.
But how it's become, how the tuple become?
Like not nested tuples. Inside list, we have individual records as tuples. Inside this list, from here, okay,
Yeah.
we have this individual records as tuples. You can have a nested tuple also, that will also work. Anything nested should be fine.
But we didn't put any logic to make it as a normal, right? Inside the list it's a tuple, right? One record is a one tuple, right?
Yeah.
So
But
then,
here, if you see, we are converting it into a list here, right? After the zip function, okay, we are converting this entire thing into a list.
okay.
Okay, you can use a tuple here also. That should, instead of list.
No, Danish, my question here is the print combined list is saying that it will be create one list with a tuple as a record, right?
So no, not this is not it is saying. See, zip, what zip does na. So this is the individual record as tuple. That is the work of this zip function. It is not like it is a zip object with each record. It is like in the form of a tuple. Okay, and then we are using list just to have one square bracket at the beginning and end of the result what we are getting from zip.
I understood. What I'm trying to say that you have a list square bracket. Inside that you have a multiple tuples, right? With zip command is giving, right?
Yes. Yes.
Now my question here is in the CSV file, we didn't see the bracket, right? The tuples, right? How it become normal?
So yes, what is the question here? Not this is the old one. 1 minute. This is the CSV writer. Yes.
So we have, see inside the list record, what you will get the square bracket and multiple tuples, right? Now we are simply writing into a file, right?
Yes.
But I am expecting that it should come as a tuple in the file. Tuple 1, tuple 2, tuple 3, right? Means a bracket, right? Records.
Oh, you're expecting in that way?
Yep.
No, that we don't get the like data type, right? We are getting here individual records. If you remember when we learned about CSV reading and writing, in any file writing, the structure will not come, right? It is taking it as a string, like each value of the string and putting it in that in the content.
Okay. Okay. Because why I am saying that I shown you my example which I have done for the assignment 16, right?
Yeah.
Where you asked to write a CSV file to the stock greater than 100, right? So I am getting output as a this thing apples.
Okay, then how okay. Yes, so reading CSV, right? We again have to go back to reading CSV. If you open that read CSV file, 14 CSV reading, okay. So if you see, we have reader and dict reader. So you are reading the content here, right? And you are getting the first record. So instead of this, get only the first record. Now I want all the records. So what I can do, this is reading the entire thing. Okay, then we can go individually for record and content, right? Each record and store it in some list or tuple, each record, and then uh, like after storing in each record, just keep on appending. Take an outer list and keep on appending each record as a tuple or list inside that outer list and return that value. So that will help you.
Okay, let me try.
Okay. Okay, guys. So we are clear with this. We have got. Now I want this. I want to have some headers also, column names also. Okay. In this to denote the proper thing here. Okay. How can we give add this column names, guys, for this CSV? Let's have a list called column names. Okay, and in this column names, first is the role, right? Okay, we call a role. Then we have something called company name. We have something called experience. Location. Date. Case, and what we'll do, we are creating the writer here. And just do a right row. Right row is also there, right? For writing a single row. And I will give the just this. Okay. And let's remove this new line. Let's see what is happening. Saving it. Let me save it in some other folder, a different folder altogether. Let me save it here. Right, CSV files. I'm saving it in a different location. And let me go to this. Day 18, I have saved right CSV. Let me remove this one. Okay. Now let's try to run this. You see, guys, we are getting an error. No module named write CSV. Okay, because this write CSV is not in the same folder, and we are trying to import this write CSV here. Wait, this one. We are trying to import this write CSV, but it is not present in the same folder, so that is why we are getting error here. No module name write CSV. Okay, so whenever we have this kind of situation where our folder is in some other location, so you have to do this step. First, you have to import sys. Okay. So what is sys? I will tell you first that the output window. Yep. Let me import sys here and print. So if you see this sys.path, these folders are present. Okay, one folder is here. So whenever we are importing any module here, be it titles was in the same one, so that is why we're not getting error. Time, date, time, anything, it should be present in one of these folder paths. Okay, if it will try to find the module. Whenever we are using import something, it will try to find in the current directory. If it is not in the current directory, then it will go to these paths. Okay, C app. So my Python is installed here, so that is why it will go to these folders and it will check, do we have that module here or not? Okay, if it is not present, then it will give us error like this, module not found. Okay, so see this write CSV, so to have this avoid this error for this what we are getting right now, write CSV, we have to make it part of this sys. Okay, this path sys.path, we have to add our one more value here. Okay, so how we can do this? We can just do sys dot so this, if you see guys, what is the data type of this sys.path from the output? What can you see?
It's a list.
It's a list. Okay, so to add value to this list, how can we do? We can either use what is it, append, right? Or insert. Append, what append will do?
Add at the last.
Add it to the last. Okay, so where our file, this write CSV file is present in this folder. Okay, Python in this one. So I will just copy this path and I will paste it here. Okay, and now if I do a sys.path, you will see this value is also inserted. It was not there previously. Can you see the difference? Okay, now if you try to run that, so now since this is part of the path variable, so I think we should not get that error, because we are importing this folder, and inside this folder we have that module called write CSV. Okay, so let me run that again.
So you have added the parent folder here, right?
Yes, I have added the parent folder here. Yes, like the folder where it is present. So let me write it in this this one. It says dot path dot print and the folder name. What write CSV are only we are appending this. Okay, let's try to run this now. Now it is fine. Okay, it is launching. Previously, why it was not giving error? Because that day 18 folder, right? So yesterday I was trying to do that. So I have already added it in that what do we call that path was already added to that sys.path. So that is why whatever files we are giving it in day 18 folder and using it in some other folder, it was not giving us any error. Okay. So right now, guys, in exception block, what is the error? Permission denied. Can you see this? This is the exception we are getting. Permission denied, because I think our file is already open. That is why. Let's close this and run this again.
So in the real time, we are doing like this.
In the real time, this kind of depends on the problem now. What this, so this is our own created real time thing what we are doing, right? So in situations we do this also. If you want to fetch some data, depending on what problem you're trying to solve, what data, suppose if you want to get data from a web page like this and to convert it into an Excel CSV, you can do it like this also. So guys, see, we remove that new line thing, and what we are getting, Okay, one blank rows after each row. So that is why what do? We generally we use that right CSV file. We use new line equals to the blank. So there will be some more challenges because right now in the morning they don't post any new job. Okay, but if you check in the evening, if you run the same program, you will get in the place of date now. Right now we are getting 1 day ago, 2 day ago. You will see some other thing like just now, few hours ago. So then you have to handle those scenarios accordingly. Okay, so maybe you can try this at your from your end in the evening or that time. Then you will get different type of output. So handling those things is also, you will learn some new things while handling those kind of scenarios. Okay, so let me run this once more, and then we are good with this. So once you get this data, guys, so this is only for one page. Okay. You can, collect data from 10 pages like this is one of 20, right? Take other data, combine this, then your CSV file will have 20 into 10, 200 records. Okay. Then on those records, you can do your own analysis, right? In the last, which company out of this 200 records, which company has posted the most number of records, okay, by analyzing this company name column. Okay, then also you can see that what are the one thing is which company, then you can see which how many years of experience on an average, how many years of experience they are looking for. Location wise, which location is having the most number of openings for this role. Okay, this kind of data analysis we can do on when we get this, right? Suppose if in this 200 records we are getting that most of the company is IBM, or Wells Fargo. Okay, so now what you can do, you can just LinkedIn follow that company, make some connections from the people who are working in those organizations, ask them to refer. So these kind of analysis, and then after the analysis you can take some decisions like that. Okay, and one more thing that we need to do here, we need to get the skill set. Okay, like we will have this skill set. Okay, we'll see that in most of the openings, which skill sets is occurring the most number of times. Then you will also get an insight. Okay, for this kind of role I need to learn these skills. Okay, so these kind of after scrapping data from this website, you can do this kind of analysis, own analysis, and take some actions. Okay, so that this finding the skill set and making a part of that combined list and writing it to CSV, I am leaving this as an assignment for you guys. Okay, try to do this, try to find the locator and add it there. Okay, if you are facing issues, then I am happy to help you out. So any questions here, guys? So we have successfully scrapped some data, and also for next pages, right? For getting the data from the next pages, how we are going to do it? I'll show you that. Either you click on this next. Let me close this. You see this next button, but why this is disabled? 1 minute. There are two ways of doing it. I will show you both the ways, and I will give you that thing to work on. Okay, let me open this. Okay, so we collected data from this. Then what we can do a click on this. Okay, how we do a click? We have a method called click in this. If you see here, so once we collect data from all the from all the website, from all this, then what we can do at the end, we can again use this driver object. What we have, where is this driver? Yeah, this driver. Okay, same thing, like driver dot find element. Where is it? Get this. I think we have written another method for that. Yeah, this one. Okay, so we were doing driver dot find elements, right? So instead of find elements, I will show you what to do. You have to write here driver dot find element, only one element we are finding. Which element we are finding? We are finding this element, this 2. We have to click on here. Okay, just right click, do an inspect here and see how we can access this locator. Okay, so if you see, guys, let me put it down. Okay, so this is the locator. How can we access it? Can anyone tell how can we access this particular second element? So inside div, we have, this is the first page, this is the second page, this is the third page, this is the fourth page. Okay, so how can we get the locator for the second one?
We need to go for the div contain class equal to this one, right? And
Okay.
then we put the, what is that, square bracket after bracket and put the 2.
Yes, that's correct. So let's see. Where is the yeah, this one. Let's again right click, inspect. So this is the class name. Let's copy this class name. Okay, and then we have to
Bracket, square bracket. We need to put in the tuple, right?
now it is showing a, right, 1 of 10. Now we can give us a bracket, tuple bracket like that. Okay,
No, why we put the slash a? Why can't we remove the slash a and then put 2 then? What is the problem?
now how many elements are there without slash a?
Okay.
How many elements are there without slash a?
1.
So indexing we don't do on only one element, right? We need multiple elements.
So how we know that we need to write slash a?
Because inside, if you remember our locators, when we studied that, so we told, right, nested after div we can do a slash and go to the next element.
Yes.
Okay, so this is like path now, one after another. It's like sequentially, right?
Okay.
Okay, so just guys, XPath tutorial I have sent a link. Okay, try to just explore more on XPath, how to find XPath. Okay, the more you do it, the easier it will be for you to locate. Okay, otherwise if you don't practice, it is not easy to remember. Okay, so this is giving us the 2. Okay, so what I will do, I will copy this locator here in our page, this one. Okay, and I will do a dot. I am not able to type anything. My system is stuck, guys. Yeah. So I can do dot. Again, same problem. What happened? Why this problem today? Okay, so we can do a dot click. Okay, so this is going to click on that. Click on the second this. So second page will be loaded. and then you can give some time for loading. Okay, use this time what we have imported, sleep from time import sleep. Okay, just give a 5-second or 10-second break so that the page is loaded properly, and then we have to run perform the same thing, like get text web element, get text experience location, and we can store it in lists.
So we'll define in the function and call it here, right?
You can call a function and then you yes, you can make it reusable, those functions. Okay, so this I'm leaving for you guys. So this was one way of doing a click. Okay, another way which I will tell you. So after clicking, what happened, you see the change in the URL. Okay, you see the URL change. Initially the URL was this. Okay, now the URL is this. Can you see the difference between this URL and this URL? So after jobs, we are getting a -2 here. In this, we were not getting it. This 2-2. If you go to the third page, we'll get a -3. If you see in the URL, we are getting -3. So that is not a good approach. Every time you do a driver.get launch a new browser and get the information, but that is also one of the approaches. But clicking on the next button, that seems to me a better option than this. Okay, so any doubt, guys, so far? Anyone?
So for going for the third page, we need to put the loop this thing.
You can, yes, you can use a loop also. You just give one this f, use a f string. You can put a -2, -3 here. Okay, but each time then it will launch a a new browser, so it will be some load for your system, because if you do from 10 pages now, so 10 windows will be opened. So that will that is not a good option. You better you click on next and go to the next page like this and store the records.
I didn't get you. Here also we can put the loop, right? This driver.
Where you are trying to put a loop?
See, this driver find.
This locator is changing now, so you have to update the locator and then
Right, we are passing these two, right, in the array, right? See, before this driver, I will put the for I in to say 10, and I pass the I here instead of 2.
You can use a for loop here also to click on next and store the records. Yes, this one also. So this 2, 3, this value will be varying, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. Yes, you can do it like this also.
And after the sleep, I will call that generic function there that will create the file and all that, right? Whatever the logic.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Any doubt? Anyone? So how did you felt, guys? Just an review. Is this web scraping using Selenium? Did you find it boring? Did you find it interesting? Did you find that it is going over your head? How did you find this thing? Because this because a lot of things like XPath, locators, this is not directly related to Python, right? We have to spend some extra effort to do this. So how did you felt? Like, are you able to grab it, or still you're having some reservations about using it? Anyone?
It's a new thing actually. For me, it's a new thing, right? So
yeah. So everyone, I think it's a new thing. Yeah, for everyone. Yes.
Danish, just one question.
Yeah.
I mean, just to improve the functionality. So, like every time we have to give the XPaths, right?
Locators, that is very important. Getting the locators for the web element that we're interacting with. Yes.
So now let's say I've just given the URL, and I mean, how can we automate so that it takes till 10 pages or 20 pages?
Yes. So this functionality. So once we have, so there are a few one-time activities like importing, and till this page it's a one-time activity. We are launching the browser and we are waiting for this for 4-5 lines of code. Okay. After that, if you see this 1, 2, 3, 4, like fetching the values, because these XPath this will be same in the first page as well as in the third or second page. Okay, so these are reusable things. So currently we are in third page. Okay, I'm doing an inspect here and let me find out. So you see, we have created such a generic locator that we can use it in n number of pages for this particular website. Okay, so what will happen, what we will do, we will keep these things like finding the text inside that locators, these things as reusable thing. We'll put this into one function. Okay, so this will go into one function. So what will happen, we are launching the browser, and then what we are doing, we will call this function. So this will give me a list of first 20 records in the first time. Okay, so then what we will do, then we will do a click here. Okay, to the next page. So we can use a for loop in doing click, wait, and then call that function again. Again, click, wait to how many pages you want. Okay. So, and finally, after we store it all thing in the list, we'll call this diff function and we'll convert this into a list and we'll pass it to the function to make it a CSV.
Okay.
But Danish, first we have loaded 20 records, right?
Yes.
Now start right for the second page. Like there were 10 pages. But
correct.
how where we are appending that? We are not appending, right?
No, we so these lists are there, right? So right now what we are doing for this one page, what we are doing, we are just creating a list, right? And then so what we can do now, like when we call this function, new function, okay, so suppose for company name I am only telling, okay. So what we will take now, we will take an empty list first, okay, and then we call that function, we get a list, we pass that list to that function, we will use extend function there.
Okay.
Extend. Okay, so once we have like 200 records for each list, like 10 times the loop will go, then we will call this one. So we have the name of the 20 list, then we can call this zip and list function to combine it into one single list. And then we will call this method.
Otherwise, suppose the same thing I tip this logic only, right? Okay, I create a function and I call in the loop. So I will see multiple 20 files, right? For
yes. I will no. What, so rather than calling that file, creating file multiple times, I will not call this file, this function to CSV multiple times. I will call it.
Suppose this same logic I have taken, right? And I call in the loop, so I will see the 20 multiple files, right?
20 which file, multiple files?
Like Naukri.
No, that's what I'm telling you. This will not be part of your for loop when you're calling the clicking on next. Okay, this will be a one-time call after that loop.
Okay, got it.
Okay, you guys give it a try this weekend.
Yeah, I will.
This weekend, give it a try. If you have any problem, I will do it. I will also do it. Okay, we'll see it on Monday or how we can do it. Okay, but you guys give a try, then only it will be clear. Otherwise, if I only do it, then it will not help you guys. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. Okay, so this